Well, you know, I know the Kanu has been there for so long. He's been to several courts on several occasions. They can't even agree on what to do. And between me and you, Dr. Abati, you're a lawyer. Justice delayed is justice denied. This man has been taken to various courts. They don't even know which charges to give him anymore. This man was abducted out of this country. The manner of abduction was in itself illegal. It's a shame. It's a shame that this country will be involved in a thing like that. But they did it. Okay, now you took that gentleman to court, and he's been there for years. If you want to take him through justice, dispense justice with him, and then that's it. If you're going to jail him, jail him. If you're not going to jail him, let him go. What's the point of just keeping somebody there? And all of us Nigerians should be ashamed that we are being linked to this. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame that this is what we've turned this country to be. A Nigerian, a citizen, and you treat him like this in his own country. It's a shame. All progressive Nigerians should stand up and say this should stop. This shenanigans should stop. How long should we continue with this? If this man has committed an offense, sentence him. That's it. But if he hasn't, let him go. What is happening is wrong. It's wrong. To any right-thinking person, it is wrong. And Afenifere will continue to fight for whoever in such a position. That is what we are known for. We'll fight against any injustice from wherever it is coming from. We'll fight against it.
First of all, I want to say special thanks to Afenifere for at least being sincere in their approaches. A lot of times they have said the truth. You know, Nigeria is a country where anything goes. Today, people are arrested for cursing the girlfriends of police officers or speaking against the families of top politicians in the country. Can you imagine? If the House of Representatives succeeded in the bill to penalize anyone criticizing the politicians, thank God it failed. Meanwhile, they are practicing it quietly. Like I said, anything goes in Nigeria. Anything goes. And that is why people like Kemi Badenoch was denying Nigeria, and they are telling her, speak proud of the country. What is proud about the country that you should speak about? What should someone be proud of? Can you imagine that? Now let's get to Nnamdi Kanu's matter. Does it mean Buhari has a record of kidnapping people or what? You know what happened during Buhari's tenure as a president, Buhari Idiabo government from 1979, I think so. Or was it 1983 or so? Umaru Dikko was allegedly kidnapped in the UK and put in a crate, and they almost brought him back to Nigeria. But it was foiled. He was allegedly put in a crate. Can you imagine? Now, look at that of Nnamdi Kanu. They went to Kenya, kidnapped somebody. Rather than, normally, the process should be extradition, extradite that person, go through the right process. Can you imagine what Nigeria is doing as a government? Okay, what they did, go to another country, work with some certain people, kidnap this guy and bring him back. And you know what that did to the case of Nigeria? It destroyed every reason, if they actually have, to penalize him. It destroyed everything totally. And that is why in all of the courts, except that of Bintanyako, they are striking it out. They said that rendition of a thing destroyed the whole thing. Just look at it. Umaru Dikko, during Buhari's tenure, planned kidnap from UK, Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Just that Umaru Dikko's own was foiled. Kenya is an African country. Some of these African countries, anything goes. If somebody said they are shitholes, it would seem as if the normal process of bringing anybody in is extradition. You extradite the person. So, like the Afenifere man said, if you want to try him, you try him. And the case is not favorable for Nigeria, actually. Yes, it's not favorable. And that is why you see delays. 3 judges dismissed and acquitted, or whatsoever you call it. They brought another judge who annulled what the other ones did. You see that it's a case of vendetta. Now it's like somebody in the government or the government itself is fighting against its citizen. What report does that give? How does that present Nigeria? And you want people like Femi Badenoch and many of them. And when they don't identify with Nigeria, you like, oh, this guy is not a good citizen. With what is currently going on in Nigeria, can anyone tell us why we should be proud? When you see the case of people like Nnamdi Kanu, you call them, you call Nnamdi Kanu. What do you want? Why are you protesting? He will tell you why. Now, you weigh, okay, if we do this, will the protest go down? Will you stop protesting? And when you do it, you watch again. Will the protest continue? If the protest continues, why is it continuing? No, but in the case of Nigeria, no, you don't have the right to protest. Somebody slaps you, and said you should not cry. You see your crying baby. Your baby is crying. And you're supposed to cuddle the baby. You slaps the baby again. Hey, why are you crying? You're supposed to cuddle the baby. Oh, you know why it's crying. You take care of its need. In this case, you've done all sort of horrible things to the Igbo people, to the Southeast people. You made them second-class citizens in Nigeria. And when they protest, he said they are not patriotic citizens. A lot of times, they have asked you, okay, let's overhaul this constitution. Let's restructure this country. You said, no, we cannot restructure. You cannot. Okay, let's return to regional government. It might be favorable. You have refused all ideas to make this country better for everyone. Now, when they start protest, we don't want Nigeria. The policemen start shooting. Let me tell you, concerning this shooting, we must say the truth. We must say the truth. Do you know that it was the policemen, the Nigerian army, started shooting IPOB people? Yes. When it started, a lot of IPOB people were waving just flags. They were waving flags in protest. They did not carry arms those days. They were waving flags. We saw it severally. Even what do they call them? Amnesty International started protesting against Nigeria. There are so many records, just that most of these social media engines do not allow these things. A lot of people were shot for just waving flags in the Southeast. There's a video circulating. Soldiers aiming automatic machine guns at the homes in Southeast Nigeria. Shooting without restriction. It wasn't a case of shooting at an opponent that is attacking you. Shooting into people's houses where people are living. And you want nobody to protest. Nigeria is very unfair to the Southeast people. Nigeria is very unfair. And yet they don't want the Southeasterners to protest. Nigeria is one of the most horrible places on earth. And you want many Nigerians outside to still identify with this country, with what you leaders are doing. You are building dry seaports in one of these Yoruba states now. But we have waters that needs to be dredged. We have seaports, seasides that need to be designated ports. And you don't want an Igbo man to protest. Please share this video widely. I'm done for now. We'll be back later again. Thanks for watching. I'm Azuka OJ. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye for now.